A security camera captured the moment an avalanche rocked a property in southwest Denver this weekend. The footage shows snow plummeting down a slope before the snow splatters the camera with some flakes. In just a matter of seconds, this quaint yard turns into a mini snow squall, but the metaphorical dust settles pretty quickly there.
Some intense video there and a little bit of a different story compared to what we're seeing back here home a lot.
Wow.
Yeah, it's a magic Monday, friends. I mean, I can't get over that video. That just really tells the story of just how quickly those avalanches can move. They can be dangerous. Hey, and we've got to talk avalanche danger because we've warmed up. We'll get there. But Monday, wow. All I can say is wow. Utah Lake, live view. I just saw a boat come in, so I'm not the only person who had spring fever. Also a hang glider over this camera. So folks are out there, that spring fever settling in, high pressure, allowing for this warmth. As temperatures have really spiked, climbed well above where we typically are. A little bit of cloud cover in the last few hours starts to move into the northern half of the state, Cache Valley to Juab County, and you can see that in Elko and Ely. That's on the move. So we will see increasing clouds with that deck of clouds expected as we head into the overnight. We do have a cold front on the way. It's going to change the game a little bit for northern Utah, but gotta love a good Monday. We take one day at a time. Live view from the Black Desert Sky Cam in the 70s in the south. It's now falling into the 60s, but goodness, Ivins looks gorgeous. A little bit of cloud cover there, but minimal. 73 right now in St. George. Stunning. St. George typically this time of year is 62, so well above that. 63 in Salt Lake. So Salt Lake's temperature right now is warmer than St. George's average temperature. Yeah, we know something doesn't align there, right? 50s and 60s on the eastern side of the state, a lot of 60s along the I-15 corridor. At a quick glance, the 24-hour temperature change, it just tells the weather story, and I love that. We're 16 degrees warmer in Salt Lake than where we were at this point yesterday. So what a difference 24 hours makes, because we saw a mild weekend, but that southwesterly flow and that ridge of high pressure cranks those numbers. Warmer in Wendover, Provo, Logan, really throughout the state, we've warmed up 3 to 15 degrees, really depends on where you are. Live view from Snow Basin, where the cloud cover is noticeable in the mountains. Now, I mentioned avalanche danger because of the freeze-thaw cycle. When we get this warmth, our snowpack, while it wants to slide, which is why considerable danger for our mountains is the category when it comes to our avalanche concerns. It's going to stay there. We've seen this lingering avalanche danger over the active pattern, and then once the moisture cleared, well, we warmed up, and so we've got to be very careful this time of year in the backcountry. 50s turning into 40s by ABC4 News at 10 with that increasing cloud cover. We have an approaching cold front that's mostly dry. The model seems to really like it. But what about this warmth? Because today was a great start to the work week. We do start to change, but look at the area. Huge area for our Tuesday where we're looking at above average temperatures. And a lot of that has to do with our subtropical and polar jet stream being further to the north. The cold front that comes through drags the subtropical jet stream a little closer, but it's cold front, so it welcomes in some cooler air. And you notice how northern Utah won't be in that above average camp. The front will take its time moving through the state on Tuesday and open the door for more seasonal temperatures. It's not like we're going to get cold. We're still going to remain above average, but we're not going to be the 60s that we saw today. Now, our model loves this cold front and wants to bring in a lot of moisture. It's not a lot of moisture, but we could see some sprinkles. Moves through Utah, Juab County, the Wasatch back as we get through the evening. But we're going to open the door for cooler conditions. A lot of that moisture staying out of here. We're just going to briefly flatten our ridge of high pressure. We stay really quiet on the future cast there as we get through the midweek. Our high temperatures, they drop Tuesday into Wednesday and then build back above average for the Wasatch Front, staying above average in the south, but there's a little bit of a dip there thanks to the front coming through. Upper level shows that ridge. Here comes cooler air with that weak little disturbance, but rebounding with the warmth. We'll see above average temperatures for the latter half of the week. A low in the desert southwest could keep things interesting in the south for the weekend, but it looks like our next large weather maker is going to come from the Pacific Northwest next week. Like to forewarn you early, above average temperatures in the 6 to 10 day, and also looks like the potential for wet weather is there as well. So giving you that long range view so you can always know what's coming. 40s and 50s for those highs, 79 in St. George. Looking at the next 7 days, the cooler air makes it to St. George midweek, but we've got dry skies until the weekend with that meandering low. The Wasatch Front, oh, the 50s are nice, the 60s are nice, but we bring back average temperatures for the midweek getting into the 40s, warming back up. What weather? 7 days off.
Hey, not bad.
Yeah, not bad at all.